Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
Happy 2012. I'm Daniel Pineda.
Rich Masabny.
And we're here for our first edition in March? Second week in March. How time flies when you're having fun, and boy, are we having fun tonight. News and Community Bulletin Board, Rich and his reviews, and news for seniors, and Miriam with an interview. And that's it. A little technical difficulty tonight, so we'll be doing everything the hard way, right off the hard copy here. How do you like that? Anything
You can
else?
do it.
Yes, Craig, you can actually visit the Arlington Weekly News on our own YouTube channel, youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. So please check us out on YouTube.
All right, and here we go. We start off with some information now about Mr. Jim Moran. Democratic Representative Jim Moran is calling for the removal of an ad at Clarendon Metro. The Orange Line station has a banner that reads, "Go to hell, Barack," and goes on to address the controversy over the health care overhaul. Mr. Moran says the ad blatantly offends President Barack Obama and has written to the WMATA General Manager Richard Sarles asking for it to be removed. However, according to Metro, the ad can't be taken down because the message is political speech and it's protected. So there you go. What are we going to do? Daniel, you're next.
Right, Craig. A local cemetery is on track to become one of the 2 historic black burial grounds in Arlington. 125-year-old Callaway United Methodist Cemetery is the final resting place to 100 African Americans. Half the graves are unmarked. However, it has been discovered that the remains of 3 former slaves and a black Union soldier are laid to rest there. The Arlington County Planning Commission has already voted to make the cemetery a historic site. The county board will vote on the issue at their March 10th meeting.
All right, that's significant. I hope they can get that designation made. All right, next in our stories here, the 4 Courts 4-miler road race will be held in Roslyn this Saturday, March 10. Several roads will be closed between 6:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. Wilson Boulevard from Courthouse Road to North Road Street will be closed. And from 8:45 a.m. to 11 a.m., Wilson Boulevard from Courthouse Road to Route 110 and northbound Route 110 from I-395 to I-66 will be closed. If you want to get to the Safeway at 1525 Wilson Boulevard, to be exact, take North Nash Street or North Oak Street. Southbound Route 110 will remain open. In the event of any medical emergency, dial 911. That's coming up this weekend, the road race. Look out for it. All right, Dan.
Yes, Craig. And last weekend, local student scientists showcased their projects at the Northern Arlington Regional Science and Engineering Fair. Several Arlington Public School students were winners and finalists in the event. And for a full list of the middle and high school students who placed in the event, just go to their website, the Arlington Public Schools website.
All right, Daniel, some good news now. Kudos to Yorktown High School. Yorktown was recognized by Advanced for the 50 years of continuous SACS and CASI accreditation. To earn accreditation, schools must meet advanced high standards by being evaluated by a team professional from outside the school and implement a continuous process of school improvement. Advanced, the organization, the rating agency, assists schools and districts through the accreditation process and helps those institutions demonstrate a continuous commitment to providing quality education programs that are aimed at improving students' performance. Yorktown was recognized at the Advanced SACS and CASI Conference in Williamsburg at the end of February. Arlington Public Schools have earned district-level accreditation from both of those rating agencies. Congratulations to Yorktown High School. Dan.
Yes, congratulations goes out to them. And finally, Craig, daylight savings time begins Sunday, That's March the 11th at
Really?
2 a.m.
There's a heads up.
Yes,
Heads
so
up.
yeah, so be sure to move your clocks ahead 1 hour when you go to bed Saturday night. And daylight saving is also a good time to check your emergency preparedness kit. Very important information.
Batteries in your smoke alarms as well.
Yes, visit the county website to learn more about the emergency preparedness and measures that you can take to prepare yourself for this very special day.
All right. Yep, coming up this weekend, daylight saving time, spring forward and fall back. Okay, we'll be back with news from Community Bulletin Board and those events right after we hear from Nort Beckerman and his Brain Healthy Minute. Here's Nort.
Bookie. I'm Nort Beckerman, the Brain Health Coach. For your brain to survive, it must have the right fuel and materials. The fuel and materials that your brain needs are delivered by your blood. Because your brain's survival is dependent on the cargo delivered by your blood, your brain considers your blood to be a scarce commodity. Your brain cells need blood to function, but your brain only distributes blood to those cells that need it. If brain cells aren't processing new information, they don't need blood. Your brain will begin to withhold blood from those lazy cells, reducing their ability to function. If that situation continues, the brain cells that are not processing new information will eventually shrivel, shrink, and die. You can avoid this by staying hydrated, eating the right foods, and learning new things. I'm Nort Beckerman, the Brain Health Coach. I'll see you next time for a Brain Healthy Minute.
All right, thanks, Nort.
Thank you, Nort.
Our very own Nort Beckerman and his Brain Healthy Minute. Stay tuned. And Nort will be back with another one next week. Okay. In case you just joined us, we're having some technical difficulties tonight. Our teleprompter has gone down, so we're doing it the hard way. Right off the hard copy here. Here we go with our CBB Community Bulletin Board items. On Tuesday, March 13, there'll be a movie at the Central Library about colony collapse disorder, a perplexing crisis where bee colonies mysteriously disappear. This has a negative economic and environmental consequence on probably all of us, especially the beekeepers. The movie will air from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Central Library. Check that one out. All right, Daniel.
Yes, and another thing to check out is on Wednesday, March the 14th, the Central Library is hosting Gardening Talk, crop selection and soils. You will learn about which crops do well in this area, how light and water work together to produce healthy crops. You will also be able to get free seeds. The talk will be at the Central Library
right
from
there.
7 to 8 p.m. The Gardening Talk will continue most Wednesday evenings through the summer and early fall.
All right, free seeds. Good idea. All right, here's another of our CBB items on Saturday, March 17. There'll be a free yoga class in Spanish at Columbia Pike Branch Library. It will run from 4:30 to 5:30 in the p.m. For more information and registration, 703-228-7760 or email amditmar. Well, I'm not sure about that. Just call the phone number, 703-228-7760. And for more Arlington Library events, visit their website, library.arlingtonva.org. Daniel.
Correct. In the p.m.
In the p.m. portion of the day.
Never heard of that one.
That's the afternoon, my friend.
Yeah. Well,
Here we go.
March is Arts in the
throw
Schools
this one
Month.
on the floor.
This is an annual observance to emphasize the value of education in the arts and encourage support for quality school arts programs.
Look out.
Arlington Public Schools invites Arlington community to join in the celebration by attending any of these events. You can visit the school's website for a full list of concerts, art festivals, recitals, poetries, yes, and you got it, even plays.
Plays.
Well, and if you need any more information of other Arlington Public School events, just visit their website. That's apsva.us.
Okay, thanks, Daniel. See how we're doing with the paper here? Aren't we having fun? All right, information now for tutoring and volunteering. AHC Incorporated, a nonprofit organization in Arlington, is currently seeking volunteers to work with teens in their tutoring program. They have 6 sites in Arlington. Volunteer tutors will help students with homework, reinforce concepts, and encourage youth to build their academic skills through a variety of activities. We also emphasize getting to know the youth through conversation and shared experience. You have the ability to choose the day, as most programs meet Monday through Thursday. Generally, tutoring begins at 6:20 and ends around 7:30, and they're looking for college-aged tutors and older. Our retirees are also encouraged to apply. For information and registration, check it out, 703-486-0626 for tutoring volunteers. That sounds like a good one to do. Daniel.
And Craig, this is another really good story. The food drive, Arlington Food Assistance Center, AFAC, is currently serving 1,600 families each week. Please consider organizing a food drive at your business, congregation, or in your neighborhood. We can provide you with a collection of boxes and posters. If you need any more information, just give them a call at 703-845-8486. That's if you need any more information on this food drive. And now we go on to
Daniel.
our own Rich
Here's our very own
Masami.
Rich Masabni. You've been patiently waiting down there. It's
That's
your
true.
turn, Rich. Take
That's
it
true,
away.
boys. Hey, the Keegan Theater is doing 12 Angry Men. You know that show with Henry Fonda movie years back. Anyway, they're doing a DuPont Circle area at 703-892-0202, and look them up on the KeeganTheater.com. They do good stuff there, I'll tell you. It's on Church Street. Port City Playhouse, they blew me away. I'll tell you the truth. They're doing such a great job with the Dixie Swim Club, presented by Port City Playhouse in Alexandria. It's a wonderfully delightful comedy about 5 gals who are members of a swim club who meet every year at a cottage on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. They've been doing that since college, and now they're in their 50s. We start at middle age and follow them until they're in their 70s. My God, anybody that old? The gals are terrific with the comic timing and delivery. The intimate theater at the Lab Studio Theater and Convergence, long thing, 1819 North Quaker Lane, just off Shirley Highway. Not Shirley Highway, Shirlington, excuse me. Makes a wonderful production of the Dixie Swim Club. I tell you, you should see this thing. It's placed on March 10. Call 703-998-6260 or check the web, portcityplayhouse.com. At first thought, I said, what am I doing seeing a kid's show? But I was wrong. I'm talking about Charles Schulz's comic strip, Peanuts. But it's based on the Broadway musical, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. It's a delightful show, really, at the Arlington Theater Center with all the characters you know and love. Linus, Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Lucy, Sally, Schroeder, Stephen McNamee choreographed and directed this wonderful show. It's a family show, but geez, you know, you adults too. Anyway, 301-924-3400 for information and tickets, or check the website at alneytheater.org. It's a good show. And what a delightful urbane show is being presented by the Washington Stage Guild. It's Molyneux's Husbands and Lovers. Adapted and directed by Washington Stage Guild member Bill Lodgis. The 4 actors, 2 women, 2 men, have worked together before, and it shows. In several short romantic scenes, mostly funny, we enjoy the stumblings, really. There's 4 actors, are all played by Conrad Feininger, Laura Gianelli, Lynn Steinmetz, and Peter Mendez. All scenes are set in the early 20th century in Budapest. See romance and behavior, even funny at times, but of a era gone by. Real nice. It's at it's 900 Massachusetts Avenue there at the Mount Vernon Place Methodist Church. For information, call 240-582-0050 or check the website stageguild.org. There's a great not to be missed play at Theater J in the district called New Jerusalem, The Interrogation of Baruch de Spinoza. He lived from 1632 to 1677, but he faced excommunication from the Jewish Society for his progressive ideas. Playwright David Ives tells of a courtroom-like drama between the religion and philosophy. Because of the intellectual dialogue and first-class acting, artistic director Ari Roth brought him back again to Theater J. The play is more than Jewish thinking, but about philosophy, about God, or not God, you know. The outstanding cast includes Michael Toledo, Alexander Strain, Larry Redmond, and Michael Kramer. Brandon McCoy is in this too, as well as Emma Jester and Colleen Delaney. Do not miss this polemic masterpiece. New Jerusalem runs through April 1. For information, call 202-777-3230. For tickets, call 800-494-TIXS. And check the website on this one, theaterj.org. Finally, in a 2-day performance at Dance Place in the district, Deviated Theater, that's the name, performed the original dance opera called Sight. It was choreographed and directed by Kimmy Dobbs-Chan and Enoch Chan and co-presented by the Kennedy Center. Sight is about a mom, played by Jen Clem, a dad, Joshua Bernard, and an 8-year-old daughter, Olivia Green. After a tragedy, the daughter can see things her mother cannot. The mom and dad perform some fantastic movements. Quite an interesting show. Keep an eye on the Chans. Check their website at deviatedtheater.org or check danceplace.org. See what these companies are doing. So you got it all: the Keegan Theater, Port City Playhouse, Olney Theater, Washington Stage Guild, Theater J, and over there, Dance Place, Deviated Theater. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Rich.
You're welcome, my son.
Patiently waited, and it finally worked out for you down there at the end of the table.
Yes, but I missed the pizza.
That's all right. We'll get them next week.
All right.
Thanks to Goodies for helping us out this week, and we'll have them next week.